Yeah. Twins pod. Have you heard about the new Israeli? He's running some. Can you pull it up, Joe? That child trafficking ring. Yeah, he's Israeli. I forget his name.
Oh, did he get arrested in Miami or something like that?
I think a couple days ago.
Oh, I don't know about a couple days ago.
But I think he got arrested in another country. I forget the country.
Oh, I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just keep on coming out. They're just like sex trafficking ring after sex trafficking ring. And earlier this year, we had the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch.
Right.
And so that's where it's like I grew up. I'm a 90s kid, so I grew up in the 2000s. Going to the mall, like Hollister, Abercrombie, like Victoria's Secret. Can't breathe from all that perfume.
Right.
And we now know that Victoria's Secret was Leslie Wexner. That's Jeffrey Epstein. They're recruiting their sex trafficking victim, their girls from Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Then you go across the hall and it's like, oh, Abercrombie and Fitch and Hollister, they're the same company.
Right.
They're being run by a gay pedophile who's recruiting from their male model catalog for a gay sex trafficking ring. And so now you look back on my childhood and I'm like going on a date in the mall as 12 years old at Victoria's Secret, Hollister, and Abercrombie, and all of that, everything about that is child sex trafficking and blackmail.
Those magazines
on
are
a global
catalogs
scale
for pedophiles.
Bingo.
To look at.
Yeah, and it's that just blows my mind. It's like we have to rewrite our entire.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, it was arrested. Interpol
yeah,
arrested.
I did see that.
Your altar.
I don't know anything about the guy.
No one's talking about it.
Yeah. Leader of, so this is where it's like I get careful when I find a clip like this. I always try to do my own research on it because it says leader of one of the largest child trafficking rings in the world. I would be very curious if that's legitimately true or if they're just kind of getting some clickbait to like hype up their TikTok reel. But I believe it. There's way more trafficking rings out there than just the ones we've seen.
I wonder that shouldn't be on the press's main agenda because that's a huge breaking story and nobody's talking about it.
That is kind of weird, right?
It's almost like that. What happened in D.C. is like they're too busy talking about that.
I mean, I think that's a question on everyone's mind right now. Is we all know that there's powerful forces fighting to control the information space, like the CIA, the Mossad, the corporations, the bankers, the politicians, the fucking demonic pedophiles, and the question I think on a lot of our minds is how much are they actually controlling it?
Right.
And you kind of meet the people that are like totally skeptic that are like, dude, you're crazy. And then you can find the people that are like, dude, it's fucking reptiles and they have mind control and they can shape change. And there's like everyone's kind of landing somewhere in between. And one of the best examples of that is Trump. Is Trump a controlled opposition question?
I hope
that's like one of these lines where people beyond that line, you're like, you're pretty deep in the like black pilled, we're totally fucked realm. And below that line, it's like, and I agree. I fucking hope not.
You remember the tunnels in New York?
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Do you have any insight on what was going on there?
They
had mattresses down there.
I mean, the mattresses have insights on what was going on down there. I don't. So when that happened, I was still pretty like new to understanding what's going on in Israel. And so it's shocking. It's like it takes a year or two to realize for your worldview to reassociate. And so when that mattress came out of that hole, it was just so, I mean, like you kind of know, but it's like dark to see it. And I think that tunnels specifically, I think are a way bigger part of the story than most people realize. It's like, there's like the conspiracy theory stories that everyone knows, but then there's the ones they kind of keep under wraps.
Yeah.
And I think there's a shitload of like what? Never forget. And that's not the only instance of tunnels.
Yeah. Right.
By any means.
I mean, that Bible, Judaism, or the Talmud, does it condone this type of behavior?
I don't know. I have tried.
I know they believe in 8 genders.
Well, my understanding too is that the Talmud is not their Bible. I'm about to expose how little I know about deep Judaism.
Yeah.
Like their Bible is like the Torah, and they've got all Jewish scholars have been writing so much fucking shit for so long. But the Talmud is like their law code, right? Is my understanding, which is almost like in some ways, Christianity is the religion of faith and Judaism is the religion of works, right? As in Christianity is all about just faith in Christ, whereas Judaism was all about ritual and about practice and about ancient and about rules and laws and like you can't do this on that day, right? Right. And so in some ways the Talmud I think is more important to really like deep Jewish like faith, but I think that's probably different for everyone. And I've never read it because when I went looking for it, it's kept secret. It's you can't find it.
Jewish.
And when you do find it, it's like, I never know if I'm reading like the Groiper Talmud where like some Groiper has like written all the craziest shit. And it's like, how would I know if that's really the Talmud or not? Because like Pepe the Frog told me it was. Like, I can't trust that.
Right.
But there does seem to be some pretty strong consensus as far as I'm aware from like scholars that the Talmud does have a lot of really fucked up laws and customs in it. And basically it seems to give the picture, my understanding, Jews, correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is that the Talmud generally paints a picture that Jews are a different class of people than other people, and that Jews have laws between each other or for themselves, and that other people are lesser than Jews because they're not chosen by God, and that you can treat them differently. And there's some pretty horrible quotes that go around the internet.
All of us.
Yeah. And I think that most Jews that I've met in my life probably have no association with the Talmud, or at least they haven't acted like it towards me. But I think there are a lot of Jews around the world that are, real, like, because naturally, so here's the thing is that Judaism is like a religion that is inherently reclusive and in crowd because it's the oldest one in the world. So they have all these ancient secrets, which like the religion is built around preserving the ancient knowledge, which that already is a like fertile ground for cult. For cults, like not saying fertile ground for the whole thing to be a cult, although it kind of seems that way. I mean fertile ground for like cults to arise within it in different places, But beyond that, they also have this ancient history of persecution and of being kicked. So their cultural background just lends itself really well to in-crowd protective behavior, where like the kind of thing where if Jews are being attacked, all Jews need to stick together or else we'll all die again.
Well, they've been kicked out of 100 different countries.
107, I think, right?
That is crazy.
I don't know anything about that.
You think that's a coincidence? Black people have never been kicked out of anywhere.
No, they've been taken some places though.
They've been taken.
They've been getting spread around.
I mean, how bad you got to be kicked out of 100 countries?
I mean,
that's crazy. After World War II, they tried to give them their own place because nobody wants them.
I don't know what the heck happened there, but I know that is like the World War II. The World War II realization, unpacking of that thing is going to be like that is going to be the most significant cultural shift in America in the last 100 years, I think.
Look at our new giveaway. Ford Raptor. Look at that. Avalanche Gray. 37-inch tires. Over 500. I think it's 510 horsepower. I think it's 501. But I do know it's 500 at least. It's 510. And like I said, hey, so y'all know why we do this. We used to pay for advertising on Facebook, Instagram, put these contests out there. And they were censoring us the whole time. I think, man, why don't we incentivize our own fans? Yeah, you support us, we support you. You support us, we give you money. You support me, I give you trucks. It's a win-win for everybody. Need to start giving them some white women. What? Go to officialhodgetwins.com. Anything you buy from the site gets you automatically into the win. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. See official rules for details. Yeah.